My name is Debbie Reynolds. They call me the Data Diva. Today I want to talk about data privacy, chip advances, and always on mobile camera capabilities. Okay, so Qualcomm is creating a chip that goes into Android phones. These chips will be out in phones in 2022. It is part of the Snapdragon 8 Generation 1 processor. And this particular chip has the capability to have someone's camera stay on all the time. So, almost like, let's say, some cell phones, right now have capabilities, or smart speakers for that matter, have capabilities to be on all the time, listening for commands or listening for anything. This chip has capability to keep a camera on all the time, regardless of whether you want it on or not. So the use case that Qualcomm has come up with, that they're talking with these phone makers about, is having a camera be able to sense or detect a face in the foreground, and maybe have it lock and unlock based on kind of this face appearing in the foreground, or maybe trying to do some type of differentiation, for example, between the face of the user and the face of someone else. So, for example, what they want to be able to do, or one use case they were saying, is that they can have, let's say you're looking at your phone and someone's looking over your shoulder. Maybe because that person's looking over your shoulder, the phone will sort of not really go off, but maybe it obscures the screen in some way, or it gives a way for people to lock and unlock the phone if they're gazing at the phone or they glance at the phone. This capability is one where they say the camera will be on in sort of a low power mode, and it sort of be always ready to do something or take some action based on what the user does. But it obviously creates privacy concerns, because you don't know, first of all, you don't know what the camera is doing, right? You don't know what is recording, if anything. It will be up to the phone makers who implement these chips in phones to decide how they're going to implement it. So there's kind of a slippery slope there as well. The important thing is that we know that these chips have these capabilities. And so let's say, for instance, a phone maker decides not to use them. It may be a situation where someone, for nefarious purposes, may be able to manipulate the fact that this phone has that capability and probably surreptitiously use it in some other way. That's just an example. So I think it's really important, as these advancements come about. I'm obviously a fan of technology, and I want to see really cool advancements, but also, you have to really think about what the potential harm or the downside will be. I personally don't want any device always on, always listening, always watching. But I know that, especially in situations where we're going into like the metaverse, there are going to be situations where that's exactly what's going to be happening. There are going to be devices kind of all around us recording, but I think that phone makers, when they're implementing these chips into new phones, they need to really think really closely about not only the cool things that they can do with these types of capabilities and use cases, but also trying to find ways to build in kind of security, and also consider potential privacy risks that may happen as a result of implementing this new technology into mobile phones. That's it. Thank you.